I don't know why Deo does that.
Tahir.
There's Sproul again reaching in. He will insist on reaching in when he's caught out of position. It's a second penalty corner, and Deo's right onto him.
Fourth for Pakistan, third in the second half. Now, they need to organise themselves technically a little better than last time. And Brennan was caught in front of the keeper.
Duff's not on there, so
Duff it was it?
Yes, so
Duff.
Carruthers.
Tahir.
It's a goal.
It's Danish, the big hitting number 2. And they're not done with yet, Pakistan.
No, again, very untidy play by the Australian defenders on this side. Just a little bit of lack of discipline. And then we saw the push out, the little dummy, ball drag left, then back right. And Godoyne had been drawn across. You see it on the other angle. Godoyne would normally be in this position, and Danish absolutely crushes it over the top of Galetti.
So, 4-3. And back another goal before the end of this game. We're only halfway through the second half.
Yeah, you always assume there's going to be a lot of goals scored in this match, but we've seen a lot of goals scored all day today.
Wasim. Free hit Pakistan, just inside the 25. Wasim will take it himself. Lewis. The Australians break out. Lewis. Sproul. Choppy with him. Choppy now. Lewis is ahead.
A lovely play, Sproul.
Choppy's flying up towards the circle. Davies is there as well. Davies has it.
It's a hard trap, but it ended up being a swing and a miss, but he needed to go for it.
Tahir. Gets away from Wansborough. Delightful running from Tahir. Shabazz. Tahir again. Baba. This is dangerous for Australia. Oh, 15 was Rahim waiting in the goal mouth. Just about had goal written on it, that move.
Typical Pakistan move. Well coordinated, fast, eliminating people, getting the ball around the back, getting the ball across the front of the net. Straight out of the Pakistan textbook. The crowd love that sort of hockey. We've seen so many contrasting styles of hockey today, and every one of them has been exciting.
8 goals in the first match, 4 in the second, 7 here. Godoyne. Squared back to Stacey. Free hit. Oh, Lewis connects only with Wood. Sorry, Davies it was.
Certainly getting a lot of ball today, Stephen Davies. Just as sharp as I've seen him probably for a couple of years. It's good to see him back to something like his old form. He loves playing centre forward, of course.
Bit of space in the midfield as Australia comes forward again through Stacey. Hiskins. Stacey out to Godoyne. There's Wansborough. Sproul on his left. Carruthers. Looking for a helpful run. Defenders closing in. And it's put Godoyne under pressure, so it's back to York.
Good tackle by Wansborough.
Poor disposal in the first instance, but a good make up for it. And a flat stick tackle, and Pakistan are away. Tahir. Khalid Senior. And up was Rahim sniffing around for a second goal.
Yes, it was a good idea.
Wansborough. Stacey.
Choppy's on his outside.
Still played at great pace this game. Stacey. Choppy's worked his way around an opponent. And it's Pakistan's free hit. Brennan is on for Australia. York.
Doesn't feel like there's still 13 minutes of play remaining after we've had so many goals scored.
Players maybe just taking a little breather. Choppy. They are seeking to exert a little control over the play here. Tahir. Javed. Everybody ducks.
Why not? Very dangerous in there. Australia having a little difficulty getting out of defence. Good work then by Burgoyne.
Choppy. Stacey to Wansborough. Got a little bit of time. But puts it out of Choppy's reach. Still 4-3 and 12.5 minutes to go.
Very important game this for Australia. I'd love to go into the one-day break having amassed 6 points from the 2 matches. Of course, Pakistan equally important for them after their loss yesterday to Germany.
Khalid Senior. Well defended by Brennan. And Khalid Jr. is on as well in 16 now. Good ball for Elmer. Choppy flying up. Brennan's there as well.
Oh, you've got to be absolutely joking, umpire. The crowd are going to not be happy with that.
York. Rahim. Back to Tahir. Khalid Jr. Danger time for Australia here.
Not 5 yards. Well, this is interesting. This has been more shots at goal in this game than in any other game in the tournament.
Feels like it.
Certainly does.
Godoyne. Davies. Well, it'd been nice if some advantage had been played there. Davies
Yes.
looked like he was away. Elmer. Well trapped. Over his opponent he goes. It was Tariq Imran come on late in the match. Davies. 10 minutes to go. Elmer. And the Australians in the crowd on the far side really giving it to Klaus Pelzer from Germany, the umpire. Godoyne. Play on this time. And long corner Australia. A little bit of the sting gone out of the match. That kind of pace not sustainable for 70 minutes, but and a mistake or two, perhaps born out of fatigue.
Well, certainly these last 9.5 minutes are going to be very important for both teams.
Too far out from the final siren to sit on it from Australia's point of view, and plenty of time for Pakistan to equalise and then win. Two goals to Davies, one to Hiskins, one to Choppy for Australia. For Pakistan, Danish, Tahir and Rahim. This is Wasim. Wasim.
Well, they've allowed him to run too far.
Reverse stick shot from Rahim. Elmer. Stacey. Elmer under pressure.
Making it hard for themselves. They keep running into that right side. Being trapped in by the sideline.
Savard wants it, but Choppy had the passage blocked on this side. Carruthers back. Oof. Godoyne on the 25. Carruthers steals a couple of yards. Make that 5. Wansborough. And Brennan just looked up a bit to check on his support. Tahir. Godoyne.
Free hit for Pakistan just outside the 25.
Tahir, the vice-captain, sent back out to the 25 by Deo. Savar. Savar again. Javed with him. Javed now.
Fortunately, there was good play by Pakistan, moving the ball around. But it didn't feel kindly to Tahir.
Brennan steers the Australians out of danger and finds Choppy. Choppy. Brennan. Brennan.
Oh, yes!
Great goal!
That is an unbelievable goal.
That is as good as you'll see.
Is he excited?
Michael Brennan, Mouse, they call him. But that was a king-size goal from 21-year-old Michael Brennan.
Look at this lovely pass back from, lovely little pass back, but the reach of Brennan, and he did the right thing. He just knocked it with that chipping action. You'll see it here on the other angle. It's Choppy, lovely little pass, drew the defender, and then Brennan. That's probably the goal that's going to clinch the match. And is he happy?
He's taking off.
The old aeroplane, circle of the ground.
Well, 5-3, but don't put it in the bank yet.
Still 6.5 minutes remaining. What's that, 8 goals so far. Fantastic. Well, the people who stayed away today stayed away from fantastic days hockey. And hopefully they'll all get the message and be here during the week, because there's certainly been just absolutely superb hockey.
There's 2 more matches.
Can't add up how many goals has been scored today. There's certainly a heap of them. 20 goals won in 3 matches.
There's 2 more matches on Tuesday evening. Korea and Pakistan, Australia and Germany. And our highlights package on Tuesday night is at 11 o'clock, so I'm sure there'll be goals aplenty to show you then. And if you're in Adelaide, do come out to the Pines on Tuesday night. Action starting at 6 o'clock.
Just going to say, Jay Stacey would have been very proud of his performance today. He matched the great Richard Charlesworth's record of international matches for Australia, and he'd be very pleased with his performance today. Charlesworth, of course, is sitting up in the grandstand, so he was around when Stacey first started in 1987, and I'm sure he's going to be very pleased with the performance of Jay Stacey today.
Charlesworth, the successful coach of the women's team, and has been helping out Jim Maxwell with ABC Radio, in fact.
Yes, and it's great to see so many members of the Australian women's team here, the Hockeyroos.
Yes, having a chat to Alison Annan outside just before this match started. Juliet Haslam and Alison Peake here. Carruthers. Stacey.
He went for the hard pass to Michael Brennan. Probably at this time of the day they need to hold on to the ball, just work it down the right-hand side, keep possession, make Pakistan chase. And above all, don't turn the ball over too easily.
Pakistan looking for a 4th with 4 minutes to go. Elmer equally looking to deny them. Godoyne back to Carruthers. It's gone all the way through to Danish.
It's interesting, Australia have been into the circle 11 times in this half to Pakistan's 4. when you're looking at the match, you don't always get that true picture of how many times Pakistan looked like they had the ball a lot, but Australia's done very well.
Babar and Godoin, and long corner Pakistan. Babar up quickly to take it. Time is against Pakistan, trailing by 2 goals. Australia leading the second half 4-2, 5-3 overall. Wasim. Stacey. There's Choppy with him. Choppy's quick. So's Javed. Javed going with him stride for stride. Realising that, Choppy sends it inboard. Here's Brennan. Choppy.
Off a foot then. It'll be a free hit to Australia just on the 25. David Wansbrough will be in no hurry.
Stacey. They'll try and waste a few seconds in that corner. Choppy's come off, and Davies is back on.
Let the crowd love Choppy.
That too.
I reckon he and Nova Peris would be 2 of the most popular hockey players in Australia. It's just been absolutely fantastic.
York. Godoin. Our Aboriginal sports people are going to be recognised later this week with the ATSIC Awards in Perth. Godoin.
Oh, clever play by Elmer. Good work.
Well, that pass from Wansbrough meant for Lewis is nearly going to create a lot of trouble for Pakistan. And they're in plenty now. Under 2 minutes left. Australia up 5-3. Looking for the lead in the Champions Trophy. A win here will give them that after 2 games for everybody. York, Sproul, York. Up the line, well done, Brennan. Lewis. Stacey has some space, but Babar has the ball.
Tired man now, Jay Stacey.
Has done his share, though.
Sure has. Done a lot of work. When it really mattered, he was there.
Shabazz.
When Bayo blows the whistle like that,
I was waiting for the
penalty corner.
Davies, can he get to it? Can, needs some help. Can't do it from his knees. Free hit Pakistan, but we're inside the last minute. And Australia must be safe now.
Yes, a very important result for Australia to get these 6 points of the 2 matches. And of course, for Pakistan, devastation because they lost yesterday to Germany. We're going to lose this match to Australia.
Wansbrough. Well, the Australians absolutely on track as Pakistan raid once more. And Carruthers puts in a good one. Lewis. Brennan. Won't find him. Nice defence there from Tariq Elmer. 2 seconds left. And Australia win it and go to the top of the table after 2 days of the 19th Champions Trophy. 5 goals to 3. 2 to Davies, 1 to Brennan, Hiskins and Choppy. For Pakistan, Danish, Tahir and Rahim. And after a sluggish start, Richard Agus, they certainly found their form, Australia.
Yes, they did, and I think 2 of the key features of the game were the form of Jay Stacey towards the back half of the first half, if you like, the last 10 minutes, and then Stephen Davies got on fire just after half-time, scored a lovely goal, and then Choppy scored one, and from then on they were on a roll and they were confident. Pakistan were very, very good, but just couldn't finish it off when they needed to.
Well, the goal by Michael Brennan was as good as we've seen, and we've seen plenty already.
Yes, it was a wonderful goal, and the lead-up play between 2 of the youngest players of the Australian team, Choppy and Brennan, was just fantastic. And to see the way Brennan finished that off, you saw how excited it was, and why not?
So Korea and Pakistan haven't scored a win or a point. And Australia has 2 wins. Germany and the Netherlands a win and a draw each. Spain a win and a loss. And on Tuesday night, it's Korea against Pakistan and Australia against Germany. We'll have highlights at 11 o'clock on ABC TV. And hope you can join us for that. And Australia on track in the Champions Trophy. And look forward to you next time from Adelaide. For the moment, it's goodbye from Steve Rebellion and Richard Agus.
Is an unbelievable goal.
That is as good as you'll see.
Is he excited?
Michael Brennan, Mouse, they call him. 2 games for 2 wins. They're top of the table, the Kookaburras, and in getting there, they've scored some memorable goals. Welcome again to the Pines. It's day 3 of competition in the 19th Champions Trophy. And Terry Walsh's boys are doing very well. A look at the table, 3 points for a win, and Australia has extracted maximum points from their 2 outings, so they're on top. Germany and the Netherlands a win and a draw each. Their draw was against each other. Spain a win and a loss for 3 points. Pakistan and Korea yet to register a point, but one of them's about to because they play each other today. Well, Germany and Australia hold the record with 6 tournament wins apiece in the Champions Trophy, Richard Agus, and they play each other tonight.
Yes, they both need to win. It's very important for both teams. It'll be a game of contrasting styles. Australia fast, open style of play, attacking forwards with Wansborough, Godoyne and Sproul trying to run through the lines to break up the German man-to-man marking. Germany, on the other hand, under coach Paul Lissick, very used to playing Australia. They'll mark very tightly, probably try to hold Australia out for the first 20 minutes particularly, and if they can do that, then they'll build from there with their close marking style, probably relying on penalty corners to win the game.
And Germany, perhaps better than any other country, holds Australia out.
They do, they're very good at it, but I think there's a couple of things that are important in this match. Blanc has been playing up the front where he normally plays in the midfield. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a change there because they'll try to block out Wansborough. Wansborough's a bit of a key to the match because if he can run through the lines, I think he's going to break them open. So they might play Blanc in the midfield, but certainly Germany are very good at doing that for Australia.
Well, that match coming up soon, but first it's Korea and Pakistan, and this won't be lacking in attacking opportunities either.
No, the Pakistan coach has been very disappointed with their result, not necessarily their performance. Korea have been very good at times, but undisciplined at the back. I fully expect Pakistan to win the match.
The Pakistan forward line is yet to light up, owning 2 field goals, 1 each to Shabazz Jr. and Rahim Khan. 20-year-old midfielder Wasim Ahmed was probably their best in a beaten side on Sunday, and it's rare for Mansour at the back to have let in 9 goals in 2 games. Number 9 Kamran is fit again after being injured against Australia. Subs today for Pakistan: Irfan, Kokar is the reserve keeper, Tariq, Rahim and Khalid Jr. Well, Korea looked the goods until half-time against Spain, then conceded 6. But 8, 9 and 14 still look their most creative. Shin Seok-kyo, Song Seong-tae and Yu Moon-ki. Most likely to come off the bench are Kim Young-ki and number 15 Yo Woon-kon. 12 and 15 Park. Well, they're going to swoop on this. Thank you very much, says Tahir. Kamran's in there, Shabazz as well. Finally has a shot.
Off the post.
Oh.
I can't believe their luck.
And Cho sweeps up over halfway. Korea on the counter-attack. So 1 off the post for Pakistan is the best we can do so far, but it's brought the crowd alive. That Brights are pretty skinny, 2 inches I think across, aren't they?
They're hard to hit. There we see the shot at goal. And there's a shot though, he shouldn't have missed from there.
Cho, Korean captain, says we'll try anyway, and no, doesn't get far. Might have a better chance now. Shin, Park, Song. 3 around him. Song doing well. Oh, up into Danish, he's all right. Fairly solid boy. There's Danish Kalim. Penalty corner specialist and pretty stout defender.
Song is a very talented right wing, but I'm not sure just his lack of experience at this level is just showing at the moment, because I think it's one of those players that maybe in a year or two we'll see, gee, he's a very good player as he learns how to play at this level of hockey. At a level slightly less than this, I think he'd be quite outstanding.
Here's John. Song once more. Kang. Shin over it. Song. Oh, good save, Mansour. But on the rebound, it's Kang. Initial shot from Hahn, and then Kang swooped after what was a pretty good save. And Carrera on the board.
Thank goodness they all say. So does the crowd. Because it was a lovely piece of play. But again, Song, his ability to get the ball across hard and flat. The initial shot was saved by Mansour, but unfortunately for him, no help, because once he fell on the ground, as we see here, the second save is the problem for him. Makes the first save, but then it was an easy bunt into the back of the net, and that's great. That's what the game needed.
So, Kang Kyun-wook puts Korea ahead. 6 minutes out from half-time. Having withstood a pretty torrid period of pressure from Pakistan, pop one in at the other end. Song.
Got 5 yards. Take the free hit against is Don Pryor.
Shin. Kang, the goal scorer. Song. Has a go himself. Oh, nearly through the legs and
off the foot, I thought, but umpire Pryor said no.
Hong, again on a rebound, nearly got one after a great shot from Song.
He's the guy who could get him into the match. Watch here. Here's the shot. Watch the save. Well, I actually thought it was off the foot initially, but off the Pakistan defender over the goal line for a long corner.
Maybe Javed was a little lucky, the number 14 for Pakistan, but no call against him. Shabazz. And Babar intercepted by Hahn. They're looking confident suddenly. Korea.
Yes, they're starting to do things now. Starting to move the ball. Pakistan are starting to make some errors in defence.
Song back to Shin. Played on quickly. They're opening things up nicely. Yo, penalty corner.
Well, he got the penalty corner, but I still believed he went the wrong way into the circle. He was on his four-stick. Then went on, you're watching here, he's on his four-stick, then he went on his reverse. Fortunately, penalty corner because of the stick check.
Well, just the second of the half for Korea. Put another one in here, and Pakistan will be wondering what's happened to their Champions Trophy tournament. Shin left it. Dummy for Yo. Play on. Pakistanis repealing.
Obstruction there, yes.
Khalid Senior. Oh, good interception from Shin. Well, he waited too long. He had Kim on his right, another on the left, and instead it's Savar taking it away. Now Tahir beats a couple. Across to Babar.
Off the foot. Penalty corner, the ball is pushed onto the Korean defender's foot inside the circle. It's the first penalty corner for Pakistan since half-time. They're 6th for the match. Can they do something here to level the score?
Well, all up for the tournament. They're up to 17 penalty corners, 1 conversion. Deflected in at last, and is it Savar?
Looks like him.
And I think it might be Shabazz. We'll wait and see.
Shabazz Jr.
Yeah.
The ball's pushed out, goes wide. There it is, Shabazz. Very easy goal. Just sweeps it around the corner.
So 1-1, 12 to go. Both these teams on 0 points. Maybe they'll both break the duck. Got a point each. sure Pakistan were telling themselves before this match, though, that they could still make the final with 3 wins.
Certainly were. They were quoted in the newspaper. Naziz, the manager, was quoted as saying he thought they could still make the final. He wanted to win this match. And mathematically, he was right.
Babar gets it inside. All right, here's 2-on-1 here. Shabazz. No. They should have made more of that themselves.
Certainly should have. Tahir's pass just wasn't good enough, and in fact probably should have gone the other way, but he wasn't to know that Pakistan player at inside left, number 16, Khalid Jr. was actually there.
Shin breaks away from Savar. Now Khalid Jr. Centre forward has done well. Cho. Jin. G, I should say.
Tahir, a lovely ball.
Shabazz, no. Safely kicked away by Kujin Su. Only as far as the 25. Rahim. Cho dances around the ball. Shabazz.
I could see that coming for 10 seconds before that was happening. He's really got frustrated down here on the left-hand side, Cho. Made another error. And, of course, as soon as the ball went to the Pakistan player, reached in, stick-checked him outside the circle. Penalty corner. Crucial mistake.
Number 7 for the game. Second of the half for Pakistan. Look again for Danish, or a variation. Danish whacks it. Now Don Pryor has ruled it was going a little high, even though it's come off the goalkeeper.
So we watch on the replay. Yes, it was on its way up. The umpire picked it. Umpire Don Pryor said it would have gone above the backboard. The rule quite clearly states that on the first hit at goal on a penalty corner must hit the backboard. If it's flicked or pushed, that's different.
And that replay really gives a good indication of what a fine call it was from Don Pryor. Certainly one of the best umpires in the world. We're lucky to have him. Richard?
Yeah, certainly are. And just to give you some idea how difficult a call that is, the ball's going at probably 120, 125 kilometres an hour, and you've got a split second to make a decision.
Here's Shabazz. Now Tahir. And Rahim. It's a comfortable interception in the end for John, and now it's with Yumun Ki. Han. Time running out to get a result here. A little push in the back hasn't stopped Korea. And penalty corner.
Nice build-up, high level of skill displayed, and very good piece of umpiring there, because the ball did pop up in the air off a Pakistan defender, but the umpire allowed an advantage. Korean player had the ball under control.
Song runs back on. This is well played by Kim.
There it is, off the foot. Penalty corner number 6.
Keeper's got his foot over there.
Shin leaves it. And great save, Mansour.
Yes, another good save. But the flick wasn't as hard as you would have liked. Got on the ground, but he still had to make the save. He still had to get across. There's the replay. You see the flick there, yes. It was really a bread and butter save.
Just under 7 minutes. This team's looking for maximum points. They're tied at 1-1. Here's Kang again. Has a shot now through the legs of Mansour, who's kept so well, and Kang gets his second. Korea 2-1.
Well, you have to feel for Mansour. He's been very, very good in this match. He's kept them in, but on this occasion, for just the shot at goal by Kang, very hard, but certainly caught him off balance and went straight between the pads. Here it is in the other angle. Motion, the ball's passed left. Kang actually fumbles a little bit, but be able to keep his presence. Hits the ball very hard, straight between Mansour's pads.
So the Korean defence is set. Maybe he made the right choice. Shin. Yo. He's ambitious. Oh, but it's all right for Kang. He'll take it. Kang. Round one. Song. Oh, Song was right there with a headband and bandana, looking for a third and his second of the tournament.
There is along the back line. The ball pops up off the Pakistan defender. Create dangerous play. Another penalty corner. Another good decision by umpire Ravi. It was a lovely overhead. Brought the error. And of course, sometimes at this stage of the game, if the players are tired, the errors do fall your way.
Shin, no, Yo. Into the rip of the net. And Yo scores. Yo Woon Khan. And Pakistan look gone now.
They certainly do. But all you can say is they've had their chances. We watch the replay here. Little dummy by Shin over the ball. The ball goes to Yo, and he absolutely fires it under the crossbar. That is an unbelievably good flick.
So 20 seconds to go, and Yo wants to wind down a few more seconds, make sure that 3-1 is the final score. Out comes Hong Jeon-jae, Korean coach. He must be very proud of his team. They started pretty scratchily. But a moment of history here in Champions Trophy hockey as Korea record their first win in this historic and prestigious tournament. They deserve it too. They finished well. 3-1 over Pakistan. And they were too good, Richard.
They certainly were, although you'd have to say Pakistan started off the first half with lots of opportunities. They had 4 penalty corners in a very short period of time, had other opportunities, couldn't capitalise, and at this level of hockey, you just get punished if you can't put the ball in the net.
Well, I'm sure after being thrashed 6-2 on Sunday, Korea were wondering whether they belonged in the Champions Trophy tournament. But after beating Pakistan today, I'm sure they feel they do. Australia and Germany certainly belong in the tournament. Between them, they've won 2/3 of the tournaments contested, 6 apiece. In head-to-head competition this year, Germany's had 2 wins, Australia 1. Your commentators for this match, Jim Maxwell and Richard Agus.
Australia in red-hot form in this tournament. Elmer, Stacey and Davies have been superb. It's the same starting lineup for the 3rd straight game. Fullback Jason Duff has recovered from an ankle injury, and Jay Stacey plays his 228th game. On the bench, look out for the appearances of outstanding Queenslanders Baden Choppy and Michael Brennan. Germany have a 2-1 win record over Australia this year, and this lineup has several young players, including Philipp Kroner, the captain of the Junior World Cup team. And on the interchange, Andreas Lante only arrived in the country yesterday. Striker Stefan Saliga boasts 162 internationals. Now, a great opportunity for Australia. Davies with Sproul inside, and the hassle over there from Bjorn Mikkel. From Australia's free hit, they line up. Davies surrounded.
In the corner.
It had to come. They're almost playing soccer with it in defence.
Absolutely. Well done, Stephen Davies. 2 very, very good pieces of play. Excellent running off the ball. And as we saw, there was a mistake in the midfield by the Germans. There was a breakaway. They played very quickly. And we saw in the replay here, that was the first penalty corner, and against Tevez for the tackle.
What option Australia from the penalty corner? They haven't scored one so far. None from 6. Will it be a hit, a flick, a layoff? Brennan. Stacey. Rolling ball.
They're saying Paul Lewis is not trapping the ball dead. They're saying that Lewis is not stopping it dead before he's knocking it forward. He's doing it in the one action. And he was blown for that on the weekend. He needs to make an adjustment.
Meyerhofer with Gimmerich. Pass too big for Beckman.
There's the push out on the penalty corner, but there's a stick trap and he knocked it. But it was all in the one action, and umpire Peter Von Red said, no, you've got to stop it dead first.
Michael York. Great work for Davies. The one-on-one. Really good stuff with Johan Michel. Quickly in there, defence. Germany onto it. Kroner. Australia trying to deny the overhead. York and Blunk. With Wansbrough. Now Duff. Who wants it? Davies! Can he get the shot in here? Good save.
Well played by Hiskins, well played by Davies. Davies is on fire. He's really causing his German defence some real concern areas again. Hands and knees. Hiskins just took too long to have the shot.
So Hiskins has had a couple of goes. No goals so far for Australia.
Australia got some nice rhythm in their game at the moment.
Wansbrough. Old head, cool hands for Duff. Davies goes ahead. And Elmer was coming in, but the pass wasn't right. It was deflected.
Yes, it was a deflection off the German.
Stacey again. Who's there?
It's a lovely pass, but unfortunately, and a beautiful trap by Hiskins, but it was raised into the circle. Stacey obviously said something, so he's going to get chatted by the umpire.
Baden Choppy, a great little athlete, about to come on for Hiskins.
Hiskins has done all right. He's probably kicking himself for not putting that one away. But he's only young and inexperienced in the pressure cooker situation of tonight's match.
Now Germany in front of a lot of their expectant fans. They're not all Australian supporters, as Eimer is cut loose. He made the play back inside.
It's a nice pass, well-weighted pass, but just probably a yard or two too quick.
Australia counter.
Good running by Sproul.
Choppy's on the inside. Sproul. Can he get the pass in here around the defence? Australia to hit in. They want to keep the game going quickly. Good tempo. Deflection. No, Green's there. Good man in defence.
My word. Hardly put a foot wrong. 3 matches today.
How did he get through that lot? Davies is trying. Scramble in the area.
Good pressure on the umpires, and both umpires have been in absolute top form so far, so may that continue.
Substitution for Germany with Bellenbaum about to come on for Eimer. Another breakout. Godoin. Now, again, can he get the ball in there for Davies?
He's tried to do too much. He should have laid the ball off to Elmer, but it was a great run by Godoin.
Bellenbaum and Lewis in a tangle off the ball. Here's Blunk. That's Bellenbaum. And that's Wansbrough. Wansbrough with Elmer. He gets down in there with Davies coming through. Goal!
Great play, Stephen Davies and David Wansbrough.
Davies gets the goal. Gee, he's in great form in this tournament. And wasn't that brilliantly taken? Cop this.
Cop this from David Wansbrough. He's beaten about 3 or 4 players. He sold the dummy, pulls on the inside, does a little reverse through, and there's Davies. The boy from Parks, is he keen tonight? This is the first chance for a score that Germany have had.
Meyerhofer. Wide. Aiming for a deflection.
Trying to get a foot, I think, for a penalty corner. There's Christian Blunk sitting there amongst the other members of the German hierarchy.
lifted. Back we come. Another chance for Germany.
We need a cool head in this situation.
Tevez, deflection. No goal.
Umpire at this end has indicated a long corner. It's a good decision. Umpire Peter von Reth has already indicated a long corner.
There's a fair bit of discussion on this. Here's the replay.
You'll see it came off an Australian attacker. Australian defender, so it's a long corner. Correct decision. And of course, the crowd can see it on the big screen.
And we can see it on slow motion replay.
It's even better.
Now, with Domke down there. Green. Tevez. Green man again. It's Meyerhofer and Eimer. They couldn't get a stick on it.
Good play by Germany. They started to move the ball around much quicker. And the one thing they have done is they've got some faster guys in their striking positions. That's why they've taken Blunk off, to add some pace to their attack.
Good play by Davies for Stacey. Went past Elmer. Choppy.
We just need to be a little stronger of the ball. He needed to knock the ball past Chrono then.
Elmer with Davies. Elmer to set it up. Green all over him.
Good skill, lovely skill. Oh, it fell for Australia. The umpire put the whistle away.
So a free hit to Australia, up by a wonderfully taken goal from Stephen Davies, and it's Godoy. Here's Duff. Deflected by Corona in defence.
Looking for bait and Choppy.
Sproul. Germany go for the breakout. Mikkel's overhead. Wansborough. By Duff and York. Cooley on the left. Sproul. Sproul with Lewis.
Oh, dangerous.
It wasn't a great pass, and it's a half chance for Germany on Meyerhofer. There's Domke down there along with Meyerhofer. And Germany on their favoured side. Bellenbaum, deflection, reverse stick shot. Domke and Eimer.
Oh, reverse stick again by Eimer.
A couple of good skills in there, but Australia very willing in defence.
There's a shot very quickly on his reverse.
Now half breakout here, but Mikkel just got the stick. Still a chance here. Brennan in. Choppy was up there. Here's Elmer. Can he get a shot now? Saved. Half save knocked away by Kowalczyk. Another go. Oh, some good, fast and furious attack, counter-attack defence.
Good save by Kowalczyk.
Beckman and Brennan. Wild shot in there from Domke.
There's a shot from Elmer. He protects the ball. He pulls it back and then hammers it. But a good save. He actually hits Kowalczyk in the midsection. In the meantime, there's a penalty corner at the other end. This is a dangerous situation for Australia. Germany got a conversion rate of nearly 29% in this tournament already. So this is big danger for Australia.
Yes, they've scored 4 times in 14 chances from the penalty corner. The European specialty. The flick, saved. Good work by Duff. Great work by Duff in defence off that flick.
There's the penalty corner replay. There's a little fumble at the top. Tevez decides to flick, but Duff's played it off the line. This down to fine leg, Jim.
Very neat play. Germany with Blunk in there off Eimer. And they get the free hit. Meyerhofer, penalty corner conceded. Another chance for Germany to level in this first half, their second penalty corner.
It's a dangerous situation from Australia. They haven't been able to clear the ball out of defence in the last 30 seconds or so.
And Tevez. Is it going to be the flick or the hit? Laid off, miscue, scramble. Australia getting out of it. They didn't get a clean hit on it there.
No, they were lucky, Australia. They didn't quite get onto it, but a good save. The ball's just been lifted, so it'll be a 16-yard hit for Australia.
The countdown to half-time.
There's the penalty corner. The ball comes to the top. It's a little fumble. He knocks it left. And Tevez did not get hold of it as he would have liked. He had the goalkeeper on the ground.
Groner and Bellenbaum. Tevez. Lead on for Green. Hassel from Elmer. Green's clever. Cut the Green man loose.
Germany just getting on top in the last 5 minutes or so.
This is Beckman.
Instruction, he said, umpire.
So Australia up by that goal of Stephen Davies. Came in the 16th minute. Here's Elmer. Now with Domka and Tevez. And Corona at the back. The waiting game.
Well, clever.
Very neat for Eimer. But not for Blunk. Wasn't the pass he would have been waiting for. Can Australia counter? Germany go in for the check.
When Germany have the ball, each Australian player has to be accountable for their own player, their own opponent.
Godoin, clever pass. Wansbrough loses it to Green. And Miko. Whoops, there it is. Thank you, Wansbrough! Here goes Australia. A half deflection.
Didn't see Choppy. Choppy was on his left, but unfortunately for Wansbrough, as the ball was bouncing, he lifted the ball into the circle deliberately, which is not, you're not allowed to do that. Here it is here. The ball's bouncing. Look at Choppy on his left, and he lifts the ball in the air. You're not allowed to do that. Of course, it's dangerous play. I think you can safely say Australia's come out here tonight not to be intimidated by the strength of the Germans.
It's Eimer and Green evasive. Meyerhofer, Green goes ahead and picks up Domka. Bellenbaum. Inside the final seconds of this first half. Brennan. Germany will have to play quickly to score. Blunk.
That'll be it at half-time.
So Australia wound up, on fire. This has been a tremendously challenging contest. They all love it. I hope you are too. Australia 1, Germany 0. Australia trying to pounce through Wansbrough now. It's Godoin, makes the pass well. Elmer and Domka. Domka wins the argument. Bellenbaum semi-surrounded.
Well, clever.
Look at Domka. He's cut loose. Good save by Deletti, but penalty corner against Deletti.
Yes, no, it must have been against at the top of the circle in that contest between Blunk and York. But Godoin was absolutely eliminated by Domka on the left wing. He needs to watch that.
Now Germany down a goal. This is a very strong area of their game, traditionally. Green, Tevez, Leon, Blunka.
He was standing up. He saw it coming all the way. Defended it for a long corner. Is it from the goal cam? Giletti was up. Palmed it over.
Got good hands, that boy.
He has got good hands, but he stood up.
Germany try again. Try and set something up. Jay Stacey. He chops away.
Australia just need to be careful in this situation that they get clear possession coming out of defence. Otherwise they'll spend all night chasing that ball.
A wee bit of composure required. Tevez. Got Mikel up inside. Deflection by Australia.
Goodwin off his foot.
It's off Goodwin's foot for the penalty corner. This is penalty corner number 4. Australia have had 1.
Yeah, well, that's right. And Goodwin wasn't watching the ball then. He was too busy watching his man. The ball came through the pack.
Tevez lay off. Michael, ooh, it's close.
Saved by Duff. It's the second one he saved on the line. Here it is. There's the ball. Go left. He's pushed it left. Duff's just played the ball around the corner.
Gee, he did well to play it and not get his foot on it.
Absolutely.
Here's Choppy. Look at this. Elmer. Davies shot. Oh! But Elmer's coming through on the right-hand side. But a chance for Davies. That's what can happen on the breakout.
It's a good thing of that new rule. No offside. They can hide down there amongst the crowd. And Davies was there. I don't think the Germans knew he was there, but Choppy certainly did. A good work by Duff. The Germans pushed it on.
Yes, Meyerhofer and Beckman getting into a muddle. Here's Davies again. Lewis. Jay Stacey. Good play in the midfield. And Lunk's there with Beckman. Meyerhofer.
Need to get down very low when you're tackling Meyerhofer. He's got good skills.
Wild shot. And deflected by Australia as Domke went hard. Lunk has it disturbed. Bellenbaum. Bellenbaum again. York doing well, but Ronya.
Good tackle again.
A breakout with Lewis and Elmer. Lewis and Elmer.
Choppy's on the
breaking
right.
the defence. Elmer's coming through. Here's Choppy. That's Wansborough. Someone didn't like it.
They're all back.
Blunk. Oh, a good challenge from Sproul.
Oh, no way. Players didn't like that one. I thought he got it the wrong one as above his first error of the night, umpire, so he's done very well. In fact, both umpires have been very good.
Blunk and Bellenbaum with Cronje. And Beckman travelling with him. A check from Australia. Good chance for Germany on the free hit. Bellenbaum. Sproul knocked it.
Good tackle by Daniel Sproul.
There's Blunk with Bellenbaum. Meyerhofer. Bellenbaum. Rush, rush, rush. Once more, Germany get the opportunity. Blunk, smasher.
Fortunately for Germany, the ball was lifted. Lewis on the break.
Lewis doing well. Goodwin.
Yes, he'll get a card. He took him out. Professional foul.
Meyerhofer with the protest.
Yep, took him out. He needs a card.
Stomka.
Yeah, it's fair enough. That's all they needed was a green card, just to give everybody a warning that they're not going to put up with those professional fouls. It achieved its purpose because Germany now have every player behind the ball. That's exactly what they wanted.
1-0 Australia. Goodwin and Stacey. Goodwin again. Hiskins has come on for Choppy.
Yes, you need to be stronger on the ball, particularly when he's against Green or Tevers.
Trying to shut off their space and Australia succeed.
There's Coach Terry Walsh, anxiously looking on with the earpiece in, probably talking to his assistant coach Jim Irvine, who's sitting in the stand.
Stacey. Half chance Davies!
Oh, over the top.
Didn't miss by much. Trying to get it over Kowalczyk's head. He did.
It's a lovely pass by Stacey. There's a fumble in the circle. Gives Davies a chance. He tried to go high. Miles too high, as we saw. Now the counter-attack.
Mikel. He's got Blount looming ahead. Ronda. The probing Cronin. It's Green. They say. Again. Through the middle with Bellenbaum and Mikel. Cronin.
Good play by Elmer.
Doing really well. The tangle of Saliga. What a game it is. And a half chance on the edge here. With
he fumbled over the ball.
the penalty corner conceded. Gemrig was there, and he has ruled a penalty corner. Let's examine that one critically on the replay.
Well, you'll see he actually overruns the ball. It gets underneath his feet. He's sort of stumbling forward. Australian players had certainly some cause for questioning that, but umpire Von Reth will not change his mind. It's 5 penalty corners.
5-1 the penalty corners. Germany haven't converted yet. This is about their moment. Tevez knocked away by Deletti. Still a half shot in here. It's gone over the back. Australia defending their goal very well tonight.
They certainly have. This is a great save by Deletti. He read it very quickly. There was going to be a hit. This Davies on the breakaway.
Davies loves this. Shot from top again.
What a great goal to Jimmy Elmer.
Elmer was there on the post. How many times have we seen that breakout play on the counter-attack?
Well, I tell you what, they do it better than any other team in world hockey. They've really practiced it. Stephen Davies crosses the ball, and Elmer comes from nowhere. It's a lovely pass by Stephen Davies. For mine, the best Australian player tonight. And there's Jimmy Elmer. We saw him score an absolute superb goal on Saturday, and that's another one.
So Australia up 2-0. That's 10 goals for the tournament, which will give them a total of 9 points if they go on and win tonight, and just about guarantees a place in the final. They're having a wonderful tournament. Now, Germany.
Well, as we saw on Sunday when Germany fought back from 2-0 down against Holland, this game is never over.
Knocked away half by Australia.
Well, someone's been hit in the head. There's been a reflex here. They'll go across. It was an accident. Stephen Davies went across to him.
Einmar, I think it is, has collected it.
Someone's come in and exchanging...
Christoph Einmar.
Yeah, a little bit of repartee between Stephen Davies and Bellenbaum.
No translations required in the heat of the moment. All accidental.
Yeah. Here's the incident. Davies traps the ball and it pops up, he played it, it is very dangerous to do that.
Stacey looking for the touch in there. So Germany down by 2. Tevez with Mikel, knocked by Wansborough. Elmer, Green defence, half chance Davies! The goalkeeper saves. Oh, dear, oh dear. A good chance for Australia to get their third. And it was Elmer who was in the thick of it.
Certainly was a lovely little poo ball. Stephen Davies got the shot, but the goalkeeper was there, and then it bounced. And unlike Saturday when Jimmy Elmer got that lovely volley, he just leaned back on it a bit and hit it over the top.
You saw it in slow motion. Imagine how difficult it is at normal speed. That's why they miss sometimes.
That's right, yes. Not to mention the pressure of the occasion.
Bellenbaum on.
Stephen Davies has gone off for a well-earned rest as Baden Choppy comes on. I just think Stephen Davies has probably played his best game of international hockey for a couple of years that I can think of. Australia quite happy to play the ball up to the other end and lose possession, providing it gives them a chance to reorganise and to break up the German rhythm.
Here comes some rhythm. It's Gemlich. Blunk. Wansborough in pursuit. Aimer. Off the back line, they cannot set it up because Australia defend and Godoin clears.
Good defence by Michael York in that situation.
It's play on. Godoin. Godoin. And in the middle.
Hiskins couldn't quite bring it under control, but it was a lovely pass from Godoin.
But Hiskins and Choppy on now. Beckman didn't like it. Lewis and Sproul did. Here's Lewis again with Choppy. York. 12 minutes left. 2 goals up, Australia. Lewis. Whoops. Get out of here. Sproul. Sproul now hunting it down towards the zone, but Gemlich turns it over.
Good running by Gimrick to run back and cover because he knew Sproul was too fast for him. Eleven and a half minutes of play remaining. Australia leading 2-0.
That's Green. Aimer and Elmer. They must be related. Now Bellenbaum and Wansborough.
It's tough in there.
Oh, it's great body contact. Domka. Gemlich goes inside him.
Well done, York.
Nice diffusion in defence. Away goes Lewis. Stacey, Lewis. Wansborough. And York.
Making the Germans do their fair of chasing. They have to make the play, Germany.
Godoin. Australia playing a bit of the German game. Green knocking down. Mikel's through ball.
Yeah, it's a bit of a hit and hope, that one. It's going to be a very good trap to trap that.
Here's Duff. Yes, lifted.
Yes. With a cooler head there.
Now Germany. If they're going to pull this one out, they need to score soon. They're hustling on here. Chance in there. At the back, though. It's whipped away by Delenny and Godoin. And the long ball gives everyone a chance to catch their breath.
It's a lovely... There it is on the... There's the shot at goal. A little deflection. It fell awkwardly. But Deletti covered the first shot, but Godoyne was there to clear it to Elmer, who played it up the wing into touch, if you like.
Just under 10 to go. Australia going for their third straight win.
Germany have got Michael Green up into attack, trying to make something happen.
Here he comes. Green working it.
Obstruction, correct decision in my opinion. Pulled the ball back underneath his body and didn't allow Wansborough. Yep, didn't allow Wansborough to tackle.
Now Wansborough. Godoyne. The overhead. Hiskins and Choppy, danger.
Why does the defender always get the free hit when Choppy was the first player underneath the ball? That's what the crowd are booing about. Choppy was there first.
To have another umpire seminar tomorrow night. Bellenbaum urges it ahead.
It's always a subjective judgment, but the rule is basically the first player under the ball gets protection. Whether it's a forward or a defender is irrelevant.
Meyerhofer chasing through, gets the free. Eimer. Now, the shot. Who can get one in here? Looks like Australia with Wansborough.
Australia doing that very well, keeping their feet out of it.
Yeah, the defence has been tremendous again. Choppy, good ball through, just a bit strong for Elmer.
Aren't the crowd loving this?
They're involved.
Jim Irvine, Australian assistant coach, looking on. As a former player who played more than 150 internationals, both Walsh and Irvine can relate to the pressure of this type of situation.
It's Tevez, slight miscue, danger in defence. Blunk wants to play quickly. Here's Bellenbaum, fishing through the defence and getting the penalty corner.
Yes.
Number 6 for Germany.
Lewis dived in there when he needed to show a little bit more composure with his tackle. It was good play by Bellenbaum to get the penalty corner.
Germany's scoring average from penalty corners has gone backwards tonight. They're overdue. Is it the hit? It's a flum. There's only 2 minutes left, and Australia lead by 2.
There's that man again, York.
He didn't need 10,000 men. He's got a lot of them, Michael.
Penalty corner.
Being fantastic. With a penalty corner, the 7th. And so far, Australia have held firm at these penalty corners. Deletti's made some great saves, so has Duff. And Germany must be getting a bit frustrated.
I reckon they'll go to Blunk on the right-hand side. I saw them practicing one on Tuesday where they goes to Blunk. And Blunk's out here on the right, very wide. 1.5 minutes of play remaining. Australia leading 2-0.
They're away. Lay off. Couldn't get the shot in.
Oh, lovely tackle.
Godoyne charging out with Sprout and York. And so Australia,
Here he
can
is.
they pounce here and counter? It's Brennan. Australia's ball. Down to the last minute of the game.
Australia home, I reckon. The ball on the right-hand side. And Davies will use experience. They just want to hold the ball in there, run the clock down.
Elmer and Davies. .45 seconds left. Got to play.
No idea what that was about. Put his body on the line. York.
Michael York again in defence. Yes. Australia hurling themselves into this. Revelling in the hometown atmosphere here.
Yep, they're home. There's no doubt about that. 23 seconds.
Corona away with Beckman. That's Meyerhofer for Beckman. Eimer. Domke came through and so was Blunk in there, but Deletti.
Deletti's been superb. Who's going to be best on ground? I've got no idea. York, Davies, Deletti.
Got a few candidates. And that's it. It's all over. Australia have chalked up their 3rd straight win. They won 2-0, goals to Stephen Davies in the first half and Jimmy Elmer in the second half.
Well, Terry Walsh, I'm sure I'm looking at a very happy coach.
Very, very pleased, obviously, to beat the Germans and beat them not so convincingly, I don't think. I mean, on the scoreboard it was really good, but I think our guys were fantastic. They worked very, very hard. They took the physical fight to the Germans. I think it was a really quite a physical game. And I think tactically we did very well also. I think that the work rate of our guys, but also what we were trying to achieve from a tactical point of view paid off. We scored one really sensational goal, which I really like to see our blokes do. But they're playing very much the patterns that we've discussed and that they've had a lot of input towards. So we're really pleased with it. But again, it's only 3 games in. We've still got 2 to go, and there's a lot of water to go under the bridge.
I guess you've got to temper their creative, free-flowing game with some extra special discipline against Germany.
Yeah, we're very careless at the back. I mean, we made 4 or 5, I can't remember how many, but 4 or 5 very careless traps inside the circle that just flipped up into the air, and they're just very soft penalty corners. And against Germany, you're really asking for trouble. We're really asking for trouble today, but our defence was very good. Damon Deletti was excellent, and the rest of the guys at the back, led by Yorkie, there were superb.
A lovely contribution from Wansborough to that first goal.
Yes, yeah, well, I mean, once he's got the ability to pick the spaces and create all sorts of havoc with the European defences. The one thing they really enjoy is structure. And the one thing Wanzi loves to poke holes in his structure. Doesn't matter what sort of structure it is, he likes to have a go at it. And he did a very good job for us today. I thought he was one of our outstanding players, but I really couldn't single any particular guy out. There a lot of guys had to do their job, and they did their job very, very well, really well.
Well, 3 from 3, I'm sure you'll enjoy your day off.
Yeah, we're really pleased with that. I mean, we're going to have a bit of a celebration tonight, I'm sure. I mean, it's the first time we've really cleanly knocked over the Germans for a while. So we're thrilled about it, and it's nice to be in front, hold it in front, and then go further in front.
Well done.
Good, thanks very much, Steve.
So confirming tonight's results, a 3-1 win for Korea over Pakistan, and Australia 2-0 against Germany. Not all teams have played 3 games, but let's have a look at the points table as it stands. And Australia has cleared out with a 5-point lead over the Netherlands with a game in hand, and Germany also on 4 points, back to Spain on 3 and Korea on 3. Pakistan propping up the bottom of the table unexpectedly, yet to register a point. Well, Richard Agus, great game, Australia-Germany. What's your best guess for the weekend now?
Well, it's still tough because they still have to play Netherlands on Thursday night, but they're in very, very good form. There's a lot of excitement in the way they're playing. The players are very confident. Wanderers dominating the midfield. The defence has been well led by Captain York, as they're all calling him now. He's really come out of his shell, and some of the strikers and some of the goals have just been superb. But they've still got to get over the Netherlands, and you would think that now they're going to be in the finals on the weekend, certainly.
I had the luxury of being in the grandstand for that game, and the crowd was really involved, and that must have lifted the Australians.
Oh, it was the best crowd we've had, but really the performances of all the teams here, they're just to be congratulated. The crowd really should be 20,000 people. It is the best hockey I've seen almost in my memory, other than the Olympic Games. I mean, I've never seen so many high-quality matches, so many great goals, and some of the skill and the contest between people, body on body, I mean, really fast running. It's just exciting stuff.
And there's more tremendous hockey to come tomorrow night. A replay of the Olympic gold medal match between the Netherlands and Spain, followed by Germany and Korea. So I do hope you can join us again from the Pines in Adelaide. For the moment, I'm Steve Rebillard for ABC Sport. Bye for now. Wishka, off target.
Yeah, 5 wide, which is most unusual for Bram Lomans.
Lomans back on, the big number 2. What can he do? Get on target. He was just wide with his first. He's missed it.
Can't believe it, can he?
He's lost the radar.
Yes, he's certainly done that.
No, it was rolling. Finally puts one in, but it's not legal.
Bram Lomans, the big Dutch penalty corner hitter. Will his wretched luck turn around tonight? The Australians hope not. Good evening, welcome again to the Champions Trophy in Adelaide. Tonight, a couple of games alive with possibilities. Spain could move to second place if they're good enough to beat the hapless Pakistan. Australia might only need 1 point from its game against the Netherlands to secure a place in Sunday's final, but they're unlikely to play for a draw. Let's look at the table, and Australia's on 9 points with a game in hand over second place Germany. Spain are in clear third with 2 wins and 6 points. Defending champions, the Netherlands, need maximum points from their last 2 games, while Korea and Pakistan can only hope to be the spoilers. Well, Richard, we're quite sure that the Netherlands won't play as shabbily as they did last night when they play Australia today.
No, they certainly won't. In fact, the Australian team has been in top form. They've scored some magnificent goals, but I think the defence has also been outstanding. And Damon Deletti, the goalkeeper from Barcelona, has returned to that top form that we saw in Barcelona, and that's a real bonus for the team. The Netherlands were wounded last night. They're really hurting badly. I spoke to their coach, Roland Altmans, in the hotel this morning. He said it won't happen again tonight, and Australia really in for a tough game, and I fully expect the Australian team to be carried forward by this parochial crowd.
And of course, we're still waiting for Pakistan to show us something, maybe against Spain.
Yes, they're certainly capable of doing it. They've played well enough at times in this competition, but really I've been very impressed with Spain. Their 5-2 win the other night, and they've scored 11 goals. I think they've been very impressive, and I'd expect them to win tonight.
Well, they are struggling, Pakistan, having knocked in only 5 goals in 3 games. So Kamran, Shabazz, Tahir and Baba all need to lift in the forward line, while in defence their reputation is being damaged. Danish and Naved need to tighten up at the back. They've had 12 against them. Mansour has stood down to give Kokar a run at keeper. On the bench, Khalid Senior finds himself out of favour, so he joins his namesake there. They're unrelated. It's been a difficult tournament for coach Jahangir Butt. Spain have scored the most goals here, and number 11 Javier now is the leading individual with 5, and Juan Escaré has 3. Juan is playing his 90th international. Skipper Malgosa is giving enormous value, marshalling the defence on the few occasions he's been beaten. Raheem Jeffraser has proved a stubborn last line. Their young players on the bench are contributing, particularly Herreros and Sanchez. Coach Tony Forolet must be proud. Pujol, Denares. Jorge Arnau. His brother Xavi is off at the moment, so maybe that right thigh is troubling him. Xavi Arnau.
I didn't see him sprint after the ball, but when you've got your right thigh heavily strapped like that, it's thigh strain or hamstring can cause a real problem.
Penalty corner awarded. Escaré in possession. And Henrik Eilers saw something.
The stick check, you could hear that in the effects microphone. Tahir's not happy about that. The acting captain today.
Number 3 for Spain.
Arnau comes back on. Looks like he's moving relatively freely.
Well enough to get involved in a penalty corner anyway.
Well, he got a chance to score a goal.
Here is Arnau. Little layoff. Have another go. Yes! Oh, he's fit enough to score, and that's his 6th for the tournament. Spain 1-0.
Well, they've done this variation twice. It comes to the top of the circle, it goes one left, then right, then back to Arnau, whereas the Pakistan defence is exactly the same penalty corner as we saw about 15 minutes ago. They're standing around dreaming. Just weren't alert at all.
Well, as you say, Richard, as it was unfolding, I thought, well, this is the same one as before. Surely
we knew that. You wonder why they didn't.
Yeah, well, it's easy from here, as we say, but well taken. And I think Arnau has gone off again. If all he does is come off and score from the penalty corner situations, I don't think Spain will mind, but they'd like him fully fit for the weekend.
Absolutely, and I think that's part of the thinking of their coach, Tony Farrat.
Tahir. Leaves it behind him, but there was plenty of time for the defence to pick it up. So away they come. Escaré. Aguilar running ahead of him. Free hit awarded. He appealed. Murray Graham was listening.
And there was a foot extended 25. I think you'll find the ball brought all the way back to the 25. Escaré. Yeah, you just see him drag the ball here. Goes to push it one way. There's a little foot there, deflected the ball away.
Denares plays it in low. Penalty corner awarded for the Ribas.
Watch this. This is an interesting one. The penalty corner was certainly there, but what the Pakistan defenders were arguing about was whether it was an obstruction first. It's a penalty corner.
And number 5 for Spain, second of the second half. They look to have been travelling in about 3rd gear, Spain, but just as likely to pop one in here. Arnau.
Pretty soft shot, swept away in the end by Kokar. Just looking, I guess, to bounce it off the keeper.
They were. You watch here, they actually weren't in position to get the rebound. That obviously the player didn't hit the ball as well as he would have liked, but there was no rebounders off the pad.
Denarez puts it straight to Rahim. Tahir, captain, takes it over halfway. Khalid Jr. is not that quick.
Frustration of the bad pass. They had the numbers then.
Escare. And Danish needed to make that tackle after the error from Wazin.
Yep, going to get a card now. He didn't fall away. It wasn't his free hit. He stood over the ball.
And he's being shown a yellow one. Yep. Danish, you're gone.
Deliberate breach, stood over the ball. Had plenty of opportunity to move away.
No protest from him. I guess he knew he'd done enough to earn one.
Whether it should have been a yellow is debatable, but the umpire... Yes, so there's a free hit. See, there was a free hit taken, but he had Danish. It wasn't his free hit. He has to move away 5 yards.
So they'll be stuck come penalty corner time, Pakistan, without Danish.
Well, maybe they'll find some other alternative, which is probably what they should have been looking for.
Well, they haven't been threatening Jeffreys's goal much with Danish's shots. 12 minutes left. Spain 1-0, leading Pakistan. Escare. Usos back to Escare. Escare, another penalty corner. The smile never far from the face of Escare as he swats them off.
Yeah, no question of this. You watch here, as he gets into the circle as an obstruction, then the ball goes in the air. The umpire's just waiting to see whether Escare gets an advantage. He doesn't, so it's a penalty corner. Now, Spain on this occasion have got the right number of people in the right position at the start of the penalty corner. Maybe they will get a rebound.
Now he's up. It's taken by Jordi Casas.
Oh, they had the chance for the rebound. It was there, just sat there waiting for him to bunt it back in.
They might have been looking for now, but it was Casas, number 2.
Yes, watch this off the goalkeeper. The ball just sat there. Look at that. All he had to do was play it, but he swung it.
9 minutes to go. Javed puts one in flat and low and hard, and penalty corner.
And while all that was going on at the other end, Melgosa came over and had his thighs strapped. There's the ball into the circle, an obstruction. Penalty corner to Pakistan.
So, 5th of the second half, 6th of the game for Pakistan.
And no Danish. Let's have a look and see what they do.
Who have they got? It's in.
Well, why haven't they been doing that before? Where did he come from? Number 3. Naveed's absolutely fired it under the crossbar.
It is Naveed. Spain want to protest.
Let's look at it from this angle. There's some talk about whether it went in or not. Well, there's no question about that. It certainly went in.
Ah, yes.
Oops, the crowd knows it. The umpire's seen it. I can't believe it. The umpire has given a 16-yard hit. Let's look at it again and see what... There's the flick. It's a bit harder on that angle, but oh, what did they say? It didn't go in. They went in and out. We'd have to look at that from another angle, because whether it hit the ball, the back iron bar, and if it did that, it was a goal, or did it hit the crossbar and came straight down?
Well, we might try and have another look at that, perhaps, but Pakistan still looking for a field goal this time. Can't believe they've been denied. It was a very sweetly taken shot by Naveed from the penalty corner, but
what I can't believe, why do you have to wait for the 25th penalty corner of the tournament for Naveed to come up? Here he is. Let's have a look here. He's fired it. Are they saying it didn't go over the line? The only one who would know that. I can't understand why the umpire at the other end could see that. if the umpire there couldn't.
I only think it came off the very inside edge of the upright, went straight to ground.
But there's no way Murray Grime could see it from the centre line. We couldn't see it using the slow motion replay. The only person who could see it would be if you had the side-on view.
Well, we've had 3 looks in slow motion and still can't be sure, so we have to have some sympathy for the umpires.
Yes, absolutely. But I don't believe Murray Grime could see it from this end. The Pakistan manager will be beside himself, because last Saturday he was beside himself with some of the umpiring decisions.
Tahir. Javed, Savar. 6.5 to go.
Another poster.
Yeah, wouldn't have counted.
No. If Pakistan had been alert, they might have been able to pounce on it. There's a shot across. On that angle, it must have hit the corner of the rectangular post to come back out, which is not a bad shot from 40 yards away.
Extraordinary. 5:50 to go. Well, some unusual incidents in the last few minutes to spark up what's been at times a bit of an indifferent display from both teams. Spain actually have more to lose.
Absolutely.
They're chasing second place. Pakistan were out of contention in terms of the gold medal game. They're playing more for pride. Spain for a look at the gold medal game. Savar.
Well, we saw Spain survive an absolute onslaught from the Netherlands for 20 minutes yesterday. And it's heading that way now. Pakistan are getting right on top.
Rahim. Tahir. Rahim.
There he is.
At last. Tahir.
No goal. He's hit him on the foot, he said. I tell you what, there'll be a riot here shortly.
Ehlers has denied them. Kamran and Tahir thought they had one.
I tell you what, have a look at this. This is a beautiful push forward. Well, we can't see it from there, but it certainly looked like a goal. It looked like it came off his stick. There's the replay. Well,
Can't tell.
We can't tell from here. But it wasn't a bad kick if it was a kick.
Sign him up for the World Cup next year.
Maradona.
The one in France, not
Yes.
in Utrecht.
Oh. Tell you what, Spain have gone to sleep and they'll need to buck up because Pakistan are going to be fired up here.
4.5 to go. Sanchez. Escade.
Dangerous. Yes, you have to be dangerous.
Escade saying, well, I'm just having a shot at the goal, umpire.
Yeah, but you can't hit it up into a player who's only 2 yards away from you. It's all right if you miss him, but if you hit him, it has to be dangerous play.
Sanchez.
Well, my heart goes out for Pakistan based on what I've seen on the video replays. The score is still 1-0 to Spain.
Could be 2-1 Pakistan with a little bit of luck.
Absolutely.
But we can't be 100% about either, really. So, this tells you how quick this game is when you've got replays to look at by the bucketful and we still can't be sure.
Well, all you can say about the last one was that Ehlers was right there. He disallowed it immediately. But the other one, I don't know.
No.
I don't know why he called umpire Murray Grime up.
It's Tenares. And Spain see it out for another 3.25 minutes. Pujol.
Obstruction certainly was.
Pakistan reluctant to push forward, but Escade has got them in trouble at this end. Tenares. Amat is there. Escade. Escade.
It certainly was a penalty corner. There's no question about that.
What a match he's having.
He is. There's the obstruction there. The umpire gave him the advantage, but it wasn't a clear advantage.
So Arnau comes out. The drag will be performed by Uribas.
There might be a bit of heat in this game after.
They've got one back on the 25, which is Usos, I think. Arnau.
Shabazz Jr.'s come back on. He's run straight down the penalty corner.
Savar. Rahim. Rahim's looked a little more dangerous the last 10 minutes or so after an off period.
Yes, he's pushed the ball past. There certainly was a body block there before he hit the Pakistan.
Javed. Danish back on. He's done his little sentence. Malgosa.
I can't believe why it's taken Pakistan 55 minutes of this match to get fired up and to find the fullback and flick the ball under the crossbar penalty corners.
Here's Khalid. Javed. Still. Well, inside the last minute, they'll get the chance to equalise.
Don't exactly know what happened here. It was a foot, but I think it was outside the circle, but the umpire's given it for a deliberate breach, I suspect.
Well, Danish is back on, but you'd be tempted to give it to Narvade again. He hit it so well, but he's back inside his own half. He's not going to. Danish. Got it! And they deserve it.
Absolutely.
Danish gets his second goal of the tournament. Pakistan's first in this game, and it's going to be a draw.
There's the push out. He's having it into the corner, and that could hurt Spain very badly. There it is, rolled forward.
Was it stopped?
Yeah, that's the question.
So in the last minute, Pakistan scramble a draw and get their first point of the Champions Trophy. One for Spain to rue, but they didn't really do enough attacking, Richard.
Oh, absolutely not. The second half, they looked very, very tired. They just relied too much on Escare and put Arnau in attack. And the problem they've got now is they've got a very hard match on Saturday, and they've got two key players with their thighs strapped.
So a penalty corner each, one for Spain in the first half, taken by Harvey Arnau, one for Pakistan in the very last minute, and it was Danish. So Pakistan won, Spain won.
Well, even though Pakistan's equaliser didn't come until the last minute, Spain ought to feel pretty lucky that they even got a point out of that match. Let's have a look at a replay that we haven't seen yet. Different angle on Naveed's penalty corner. Goes past the goalkeeper, into the back of the net and straight out again. Now the Spanish protest after Ehlers awards the goal, but Henrik Ehlers comes over, points to the spot where he thought it hit, and it did indeed. The Spanish protest. He talks to his fellow umpire, and it was overruled in the end. So Spain lucky, Pakistan unlucky, and a 1-1 result for Spain puts them into second place, just ahead of Germany on goal difference. On to our second match tonight, a much-awaited one between Australia and the Netherlands. Over the years, Australia leads the Netherlands in head-to-head competition, but the Dutch have scored 2 wins over Australia this year, 1 in Pakistan and 1 in Germany. Let's go to the match now. Your commentators, Jim Maxwell and Richard Agus.
Australia's kookaburras are soaring in this tournament. Stephen Davies is a man to watch for at centre forward, and so is David Wansborough in the midfield and Damon Deletti in goal. On the interchange, Brennan, Choppy and Livermore will add impact, and the invigorated coach is Terry Walsh. The Olympic champions are coming off a 5-2 loss to Spain, but have a 2-0 record over Australia this year. Brinkman with more than 250 internationals and Vane are their most experienced players. on the interchange. Watch out for Lomans. He's the penalty corner specialist. And the coach, Roland Altmans, has a life contract with Dutch hockey.
The Dutch have had the wood on the Australian team in 1997. I know Coach Terry Walsh is very keen to reverse that trend.
How does this Dutch team differ to the German outfit we saw the other night in their style?
Oh, there's danger here.
There's a big chance in there. Van Meer, can he get the shot in? Deletty and York at the back.
Penalty corner. It was a good tackle by Duff, and he was in a very difficult position as Roland Altmans makes a decision very quickly about which penalty corner variation. He's really laying it down to Darzette. If you see the breakaway here, Van Meer, quite a good tackle by Duff, but he did come over the top, so it's a penalty corner.
Well, this is an area that's worried the Dutch bench during the tournament. Only 2 out of 17 conversions from penalty corners. The big fellow Lomans, this is his game. Here he comes. Well, whatever they had on there,
Well, it was obviously
they made a meal of it, but they're going to get another one anyway.
They are, Jim, and it was an absolute meal of it. I'm not sure whether that was a dummy or a set piece or what it was. He pushed the ball at the top and there was a swing and a miss, so I'm not sure what happened. But he was good enough to get it onto a foot and get another corner.
It wasn't a very unconvincing dummy. This time they'll go for a great shot at Deletty. Deletty knocking it down.
I thought Duff was actually in front of Deletty then. If we watch it from the other angle, we'll probably see. There's the flick. Yes, it went down, but again it went onto a foot. So a good decision by Deo, the third one.
3 in a row. Can they get it this time? Lomans. And again, Deletty clears off the line. And Australia survive. Their defence has been magnificent in this tournament. And Deletty has been a key in that. And once more, the Dutch will be disappointed not to convert one of those opportunities.
Another error. They got away with it last time.
Here comes De Nooijer. Vane, De Nooijer, Duff. Australia repel through Stacey.
Throwing the ball away again.
It's Breeze pass. De Nooijer.
They keep losing the ball coming out of defence. They'll get punished if they keep doing that. As Lohman comes off and sits down.
Brinkman and De Nooijer on the build-up.
Van Pelt to Bree. Bree's got an interesting role in marking Stacey. The ball was lifted by Duff. Australia under pressure, making errors coming out.
The Dutch play quickly. Sproul and scooted away by Lewis. Safety of the sideline. And the hit in here from Van Huyswijk. Back through Van Huyswijk. For a moment he was thinking of an overhead. Chased by Hiskins.
Good chase.
Van Huyswijk again. A couple of serious challenges from the Australians. Now Lewis intercepts. It's Davies working for Stacey. Elmer cut out by Van Pelt.
Bree wasn't 5 yards away with a free hit to Australia.
It's Godoin. Stacey. Davies!
Yes, it's a goal! That man again, Stephen Davies.
Davies is on fire in this tournament. His 4th goal. And he is relishing the centre-forward role. And Australia 1-0 up.
Great play, Jay Stacey. So strong, knocked the ball underneath, broke through the tackle, great umpiring, and Stephen Davies does not miss those. Here it is again, Godoin made the pass, but back live now.
Inspiring stuff from Stephen Davies.
Isn't it great to see him back in top form?
He's been in the doldrums for a while, but he's really energised, enthusiastic and brilliant in this tournament.
You He's so good in and around that circle's edge. I remember when he was 18 or 19, he just used to score goal after goal. And he then played very well for a while, then lost his way for a couple of years. Couldn't get a goal to buy one. Now he looks like he's back in top form.
Now it's Sproul with York. On the 1-2, the diddle-daddle, and they're on their way again. York.
Great to see.
Duck.
Yeah, great to see Jay Stacey really getting involved immediately.
That's Vane and Denoyer. Good clearances. Eichelboom came through. Deletti. Listen to the Australian crowd. Deletti's having a brilliant tournament too. And he quickly diffused this.
Yes, you heard the call. Mine. Very decisive call.
Van Vyk concedes the free. Away for Lewis. Sproul. Choppy's lurking inside the circle as Lewis builds it up again.
Oh, lovely ball.
Sproul. Davies a shot. Can he get it in there?
Oh, well, yeah, I think the Dutch have every reason to complain then. I think Davies did it very well. He protected the ball, but I thought he was obstructing. The Dutch are complaining. Watch this, see him protecting the ball there? That's obstruction. He got away with it. It's a penalty corner to Australia.
Australia, one of their rare penalty corners of this tournament. They've loaded up so many times from the field. This is their 8th penalty corner of the tournament. That's all. Germany have had 24. The Netherlands, 20.
Van Huysvik was quick off the mark, number 11. There's the goal cam. You can see Eric Garzette, number 4. He'll watch the post.
Brennan. Drag. Stacey. Solid. Deflection, not for Australia. Cleared by the defence.
Yes, they were looking for the deflection to Choppy, but it was cut off by the Dutch defenders. Here's the push out by Brennan. Goes to the top. Stacey's looking to the little pass to Choppy, but it was cut off and well cleared.
It's Brinkman. Choppy goes in.
Oh, Choppy, that was good running by Choppy. Worked very hard back. Watch this, Choppy comes in with his stick and pokes the ball away. I thought he got a fair bit of the ball then.
Sproul.
Yep, you'll get a card. That's a professional foul. Now you're putting your hand up, Jackie Brinkman. You know what you did. You played more than 250 internationals. You're well aware that's a professional foul.
Green card.
You watch here, it's what we call a stopping tackle. He didn't want Sproul to break away. Of course, what happens now, he absorbs the green card, but the Dutch have got every player now in a defensive position. So it's a professional foul to stop that rhythm that Australia were getting into.
York and Eichelboom. Bedoin.
Dummy.
Great play past Vane. And the pass. Choppy.
Knocked the ball too far. The crowd love him. They've driven all the way from Cairns and Mackay. He was born in Mackay, North Queensland. He's got a bit of a following, hasn't he?
He has that acceleration that you see in so many body contact sports from the great players. Sets them apart and brings the crowd to their feet. They want to see more of it. Here comes Duff. Lewis and Sproul.
Here's an athlete.
Sproul doing well. Trying to set it up. Choppy's on the edge. Oh, yes, well played, Choppy.
Choppy actually lifted the ball that created the dangerous play. Ben Weislich, he's not happy about it. You watch this, he actually lifts the ball the second time. It's clever. So he lifts it, forces the ball to pop up in the air. That's called using your brains. Street smart.
There's the Dutch vociferous in their appeals to umpire Sumesh Putra. But he'd been drawn into the decision. Push out.
Yes! Godoy!
Godoy has scored the second goal. A great hit by Godoy, smashing into the backboard.
The young lad from Perth, watch it here, the dummy by Jay Stacey. Godoy gets it, fires it past the keeper. It's a great goal. Look at the excitement. Here's the other angle. There's the goal cam. Oh, a great goal from Godoy. And poor old Bart Lawyer, I don't think he's touched the ball yet. He's got 2 against him. Here's Choppy on the breakaway.
Davies.
They're getting in behind this Dutch defence.
Australia, 3 shots on goal and 2 positive results.
Well, back on the centre line, Michael York is limping quite badly. That's not a good sign for Australia. I would imagine that Stuart Carruthers will be on. Mind you, Stuart Carruthers has played over 100 internationals for Australia, and here he is with the ball right now. But the loss of York is quite enormous because he's been in terrific form.
Now the counter, away with Van Pelt. It's Brinkman coming off the pass.
Long corner, went off Sproul's stick. The ball would take it from the sideline. I suspect that Jason Duff will come onto the left full-back position and Carruthers will go to right.
There's concern there for Michael York.
Physio Graham Reid from Greensboro in Victoria will be attending him. Ball goes to Carruthers.
Then Heisvik and Blink.
Once again, a good tackle by Lewis. Important Australia hold this out, Jim, because there's only 7 minutes to go.
Van Wyk will hammer it in for the Lotto ball.
Oh, it is a Lotto ball because Wands has been hurt. There's been a deflection. It's gone up onto his wrist, I suspect, yes.
One part of the game that is really dangerous, isn't it? When they hit in.
I hate it.
Looking for a deflection. I mean, someone's going to get a broken arm or whatever from one of these hits. Look at this.
Look how many people are in the circle. I hate this part of the game. I really think we need to look at that.
What's the answer?
Well, we've got to look at making more space, then people won't be encouraged to hammer the ball into the space.
Brinkman knocked down. Came off the foot of Hiskins. Denoya. Inside the last 3 of the first half. Australia up by 2. A draw is probably enough to get into the final. A win makes certain of it. Van Wyk, a busy run. Boomer.
Another good tackle by Carruthers.
Delmay and Van Heisvik. Brinkman. Brinkman with
Top
Lewis.
tackle, Lewis.
Lewis doing superbly. Van Heisvik.
Sometimes there's no reward for the hard running, is there?
That seemed an injustice, but it's Vane in Delmay. Vane's in there.
It's Boomer.
Boomer trying to link it, but Australia on a gentle counter at the moment now. Lewis. Sproul races up. Wansborough and Lewis.
We've got the numbers here.
Here's Sproul. Couldn't make the track.
It's a nice build-up. Probably made that a little more complicated than it needed to be.
Off Boomer. Vane. Stick shot. Denoya's there.
Penalty corner, yeah, it was off his foot. It was a good trap. It was a good trap, but unfortunately it went onto his foot. It's a penalty corner. The fourth penalty corner. There it is there. We saw it hit Carruthers on the foot.
Well, the Netherlands would be getting a little bit frustrated at these penalty corners. 2 out of 20 in the tournament. They really do need a win tonight, too, to be a chance of getting into the final. They're down by 2. Is this it? Laid off. Miscued.
Stick check by Godoy. Australian defence holding up very strongly under that play. They went for the variation to there it is there. He goes into the circle with the ball this time, Lomans. But Sproul was there, but unfortunately Godoy.
The giant Lomans coming in. Knocked down by Galletti. Another one from... Lomans is in. He's got it.
Well, you wouldn't believe it. They made the big save. And the ball's rebounded to the top of the circle, and Lomans just got a stick on it with a nice little clip into the corner. That's the goal the Dutch were looking for right on half-time.
It's Lomans who scores it. Watch this.
There's the save. The ball bounces out. It's been cleared, and he just knocks it into the corner. You wouldn't believe your luck. He's got the good flick, and Deletti's made the save. Good play by Lomans. A little bunt into the corner.
So at half-time, Australia lead, but their captain Michael York has left the field with injury. Can Australia keep going in the second half? Davies, Bree, Davies. Now Stacey for the hit. And the shot from Elmer. Oh, reflex saved by Lewick.
What a shot. Tell you what, it was a good save, wasn't it?
Million miles an hour. He had no time to blink. I don't know whether he saw it, but he just stood his ground and smashed.
Reflexes.
Good reflexes. Australia go again with Lewis. Sproul, Wansborough. The deflection for Denoya off Eichelboom. And away for Vane. Vane and Van Meer chasing. Brinkman. Denoya. Great skill. Denoya inside the circle. Penalty corner.
Well, it looked to me like it was outside, but the umpire had no hesitation. He actually pulled around Wansborough very easily then. Wansborough went for the dummy instead of playing the ball. This is danger time.
The Netherlands scoring indirectly from their last penalty corner, but only the 3rd time they've done it in 22 shots. Lomans, the danger man here. Here he comes. Galletti saves, and Godoy clears it away.
There's a chance for the power play.
Stacey Davies, but Jazet is securing it. Now Van Pelt, Denoya.
I think Jay Stacey was looking for Stephen Davies then, and probably Lewis was a slightly better option.
Van Meer.
There's a clearance that after the shot at goal. Well, another good save by Deletty.
Now from Van Huyswick through Brinkman, Van Meer. Van Meer, very evasive. And Australia taking it out. Another hit. Van Huyswick lifted.
It's a let-off for the teams, isn't it? You do all that hard work and then you lift the ball. It's an absolute frustration because they try to hit the ball so hard.
Now Stacey. Elmer does brilliantly. Elmer, but Davies coming in. With Brennan there. Brennan it was who charged through.
Just needed to get a thicker edge on it. Got a bit of an edge on it, but just didn't get enough. Great hockey. Look at this, end to end.
Brinkman on the counter-attack. Van Meer is there. And Van Vick
Lifted again. It's a silly rule. There's Terry Walsh talking to Bate, Choppy and Jimmy Elmer. Brought them off to give some instructions to the young players.
It's the fastest game of chess in the world.
Yes.
Off the bench.
I think it is.
All those manoeuvrings jotted down on the paper. Jazet. Delmay with Brinkman.
Mind you, I've seen some of those football coaches in Aussie rules football that got more moves than Boris Baskey. Incredible.
It's incredible how players with rare instinct absorb all that. That's Eichelboom looking for the hit. Good carting away by Lewis. Oh, turned over into Van Huysbeck.
Lewis, bad play by Lewis, tried to run out of defence and dummy, got dispossessed. It's saved by York.
It's Van Wyk down there, and Van Wyk will get another chance.
Well, here's Lewis, he goes for the dummy, gets dispossessed by Denoya, but here's, watch the tackle from York, watch the tackle.
Well, it's costing the Netherlands at the moment. They've had quite a few good raids. Now Australia look for a counter and get the free. Stacey.
Lovely ball.
Look at this. Sproul. Oh, he couldn't make the trap.
There was $1 million pass. Absolutely brilliant pass, Jay Stacey. What vision and what running by Sproul. Watch this. Split the defence, and Sproul normally would just gather that in stride.
Brinkman carrying it for Jazet. Goodwin clearing. Hiskins, the one-on-one Van Pelt. Van knockdown.
Yeah, Van Pelt had reason to smile then. He was harshly done by, I think. It's a fast and furious game.
Jimmy Elmer's on.
Oh, no.
It was not a good pass. Eichelboom and Vane in turn didn't get the pass he wanted.
No, so they got out of trouble then.
Wansborough with Lewis and away for Brennan.
Skill.
Squeeze ball for Brennan. Lewis and Brennan. Lines it up. Lewis.
Yes! Michael Brennan, that is sensational hockey. You won't see better skills than that. If we can get that on the replay, you'll see Brennan just juke the ball over the defender's stick and the crowd go mad.
Now what's the skill here from Brennan?
Is that brilliant or not? That is top skill. Beautiful pass, gets the return ball, sets it up again, makes the pass, then Lewis, and it goes in. I don't know how it went in, but they'll take it.
Great play, Brennan, Lewis. And Lewis puts it away. Davies takes it out. And Van Pelt. And Delmay build again.
Terry Walsh is certainly swinging the changes. Choppy's back on. Get those fresh legs on there. Share the workload. And why wouldn't you in a game like this? My gee, there's been some running.
This end-to-end attack and counter. Half chance for Australia, but Delmay got the crux. Now Australia, no. Another chance. It's Lewis. On the hustle with Vane. Here's Sproul. Sproul and Lewis.
He loves taking them on, Sproul, doesn't he?
Vane's pass. Australia turn it around with Lewis and Davies.
A lovely ball.
Look at this. Elmer in good position. Can he get a shot in reverse stick? Saved. In fact, wide. The keeper didn't get a mid on it.
Lovely ball, wasn't it?
Just wide by Elmer. He almost came up with a brilliant goal. Have a look at it.
You watch, he turns him sharply here. He didn't realise he had more time because Yazid had fallen over.
10 to go. Australia by 2.
Australia's tackling starting to worry.
Davies.
Oh, that's bad.
Interception. Denoya, the danger man. Denoya. Back into the middle with Brinkman.
Oh, good tackle, Godoy.
Some superb tackling by Australia tonight. Stacey, Wansborough. Out the way for Choppy. Choppy speed. Watch his speed. Elmer's over there. Half stick on it.
The slower ball. The bouncing slower ball.
Held one back. Well, it's exhilarating to see him take off like that.
But give him another couple of years when he gets stronger in the legs and reduced to his tempo. This sort of match drains so much out of the young players. They get exhausted just thinking about how much work they've got to do.
Well, Australia have just about done their work for the night. They're up by 2, and they're keen not to concede another one. Here's Van Meer. Brinkman. Wansborough was going hard. Brinkman makes the pass, but look at Michael York come out of that defence. Away with Lewis.
They need to hold
They're off
possession.
again. Might be a few holes here for Australia to exploit. As the Netherlands come forward, it's a shot. Wide.
Tell you what, he got under that.
Elmer. Gee, you wouldn't want to be anywhere near that. It was going like a train after Davies had done the build-up.
Oh, what a tackle back, Elmer, as well. Not only has he had the shot, watch this here. Davies gives him the ball. Elmer just sets it up on a plate and says, thank you very much.
Inside the last 5.
Word for time wasting.
Fein to Denoya. That's Brinkman. Denoya. Choppy. Hold the ball. Make them come at you. Off Choppy's feet almost. It's Godoin with the skill. Wansborough. Sproul with Lewis. Brennan's ahead. The ball's not.
Tired bodies now, some skill errors coming in. You have to appreciate that. There's only just over 3 minutes of play remaining. There's been an enormous amount of running.
Now Van Pelt. Jazet. And Brennan. Brennan with Lewis. Brennan gets inside. Stray pass. Fatigue. Denoya. And Brinkman. The last surge from Holland. Can the Netherlands score here? Van Pelt. Oh, half chance in there for Van Wyk. Couldn't get a stick on it.
How did they save it? Should have been a goal. Should have been a goal.
Well, the Dutch team are all over the ball, but not in the goal. A bit of argy-bargy in here. He's going to produce the card.
Should have been a goal. There it is there. Godoy makes the save, but it should have been a goal. He had the ball in front of him. And if that had gone in, there's still 2 minutes of play remaining. It might have got very hectic.
On a sandy day, I just cooling the game down here. The green card comes out for Van Heisvik.
Here we see Lewis. They definitely pushed him off. And again pushed him off. Certainly a free hit.
They stop the clock. But I don't think they can stop Australia's momentum in this tournament. Heading for their 4th straight win and a place for sure now in the final. It's Sproul.
One thing you know is that Holland aren't going to be in the finals on the weekend.
It'll be Germany or Spain against Australia after this. Turn around by Brinkman. inside the last 2 minutes.
Poor Lewis will get a card.
Lewis,
Oh, I hope he doesn't get a yellow
a
card.
yellow one will mean suspension because he's already had 1 yellow in the tournament.
Give him a yellow
A
card.
yellow card for Lewis, his second yellow of the tournament.
That means he won't be able to play on Saturday. Why the players are complaining is because Deo at the other end only gave Van Heeswijk a green card for exactly the same thing, and that's what makes players angry. That's 2 yellow cards for Lewis. That means he won't be able to play on. Here it is. He reaches in. There's no question about that. He reached in. But, I mean, it hardly he didn't push him in the back. He didn't trip him up. He should have got a card. It should have been a green one. Now, he's got 2 yellow cards to my reckoning, and that means he won't be able to play on Saturday.
Now, Van Meer's off the back line. But is that up to the technical delegates, though? It's discretionary, isn't it? Or is it automatic?
Well, I don't know. I don't know whether the technical delegate will have that discretion.
So, Lewis may well be missing the game against Korea, but at least he's not missing the final.
Correct.
As Australia are through on this effort. Van Heeswijk. Now, Brinkman. That's Jazet. De Nooijer. Van Meer. Taken well by York.
It's a good ball by Godoy. He's hoping it'll go over the sideline. That does.
Just a minute to go.
Now, this will give Australia 12 points and can't help but finish on top. Spain have got 7. But on Saturday morning at 9 o'clock, Spain versus Germany, and the winner of that will go through to the final.
De Nooijer. De Nooijer, the last gas shot. It comes in from Boomer.
And Deletti makes the big save.
Boomer got the shot in, and Deletti, who's been so solid, was there again. Van Pelt. Boomer.
Godoy, well tackled, Godoy.
He didn't get the shot. And Australia clear again. Seconds to go. And Australia have done it. Jazet, you can hit it anywhere, pal. It's all over. The Olympic champions have been beaten by Australia. 3-1. A decisive performance that puts them into their 7th Champions Trophy final, where they'll meet either Germany or Spain. Richard Agus.
Yes, a great game, an absolute top-class performance, and certainly Australia were a better team on the night. Late into the second half, I really believed Australia had a number of opportunities, and we saw that unbelievable miss by Baden Choppy, which would have sealed it for everybody, but it doesn't matter because they've won 3 goals to 1.
Michael, very convincing win over the Olympic champions. You've knocked them out of their defence of the Champions Trophy, and on your 30th birthday, Australia now into the final. Congratulations.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I couldn't have asked for a better birthday present, actually. It was a great effort by all the guys. They really put their heart right into it tonight and got a just reward for it.
They'd beaten you twice in the previous meetings this year. Why tonight were you able to turn it round to such an effect?
I guess we were able to sort of capitalise on the things that we've been working on, and just a little bit more understanding. It was just, I guess, a bit more awareness of what we were trying to do against that side, and put it into practice tonight, and it sure did work.
There's a few birthdays in the team, isn't there? I mean, Michael Brennan last night, and Jeremy Hiskins shares his birthday with you. Was that a bit of an incentive as well?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, everybody was asking for a great birthday present for us all tonight, so thanks to the guys.
Well, Korea now, after the day off, what's the incentive in that game for you, because you're through?
Well, I guess basically we've aimed to improve every match in this tournament, and so for us it'll be another opportunity to try and get better again, so hopefully we can.
And Germany play Spain in the first game on Saturday to decide which of those will play you in the final. Any feelings about who it'll be?
No, we'll just take it as it comes, I think. Yeah, we won't be thinking too much about that, and just worry about that on the game day.
Okay, congratulations tonight. Well done.
Thanks very much.
And our birthday wishes extended to Michael York as well. Well, Australia has now decisively beaten 3 teams which have recently had the better of them: Spain, Germany and tonight the Netherlands. Let's look at the points table. And Australia on top with 12. They will play in the final. Then Spain with a goal difference just 1 better than Germany. They're locked together on 7. Netherlands on 4 won't get to defend their title. It'll be either Germany or Spain that joins Australia in the gold medal game. Korea on 3 and Pakistan finally have a point, but it probably should have been 3. Well, as we suggested, Richard Agus, Australia were never going to be looking for just 1 point. They weren't playing for a draw.
No, they're playing wonderful hockey. They really are an exciting team to watch. I'm very, very impressed with some of the young guys. I mean, Elmer, Brennan, Choppy, Hiskins, they've all contributed. I mean, we always expect the tried and true players to contribute, but the young guys are providing absolute excitement. The crowd's really loving it. And of course, they're building on such a fantastic defence led by Michael York at the back.
The result against Korea on the weekend probably doesn't really matter. The focus now will be on Spain and Germany, and they've got to play early.
They've got to play 9 o'clock in the morning. I hope the Spaniards are awake. They're not used to that sort of time, but it's going to be a very important match. And on exposed form, I really would have to favour Germany at this stage.
And Spain only need a draw, but we'll look forward to that match. Other games, Pakistan against the Netherlands is the second, and we'll have highlights of Spain and Germany, Pakistan and the Netherlands, and the Australia-Korea game will be live on Saturday afternoon. The final, of course, on Sunday. We'll have that for you as well. So we look forward to your company again on the weekend. On behalf of Richard Agus, Jim Maxwell and Peter G, I'm Steve Rebillard. Goodbye from Adelaide.